kaalaman,
Buhay at kaligtasan, yan ang aming panata sa aming lipunan.
maghahatid ng impormasyon.
Ibibigay kaliwanagan, nasaan ka man ngayon.
Ito ang TV 5.4, pinagsanib ng pwersa ng kaalaman at kamalayan tungo sa kinabukasan. Isang magandang araw po sa ating lahat. Ngayong araw ay tayo ay maglalakbay sa panibagong impormasyon at diskusyon. Pero bago yun, alamin muna natin o balikan muna natin ang ating nakaraang talakayan. Kahapon, napag-usapan natin ay patungkol sa globalisasyon. Ang globalisasyon sa maikling salita ay tumutukoy sa pagtutulungan ng mga bansa sa buong mundo nang sa gayon ay malayong makaikot ang mga produkto at serbisyo sa bawat bansa. Ngayong araw naman, pag-uusapan natin ang tatlong sistema o tatlong ideas. Una, ang Bretton Woods system. Pangalawa, ang Keynesian ideas o Keynesianism. At pangatlo naman ay ang neoliberalism. Kahit ano pang hinihintay natin, tayo na at maglakbay.
Sa patuloy na pag-ikot ng mundo, kasabay nito ang mga pagbabago, mga bagong patakaran, mga bagong sistema at bagong pamamaraan na siyang nagpasigla at bumuhay sa pandaigdigang kalakalan. Umagos ang kaunlaran, dumaloy ang trabaho at kapayapaan. Kaya't tuklasin natin ang tatlo sa mga pamamaraan na ginamit para sa mga pansariling interes at pag-unlad ng ekonomiya ng iilang bansa.
Bretton Woods system. So it was the first system used to control the value of money in the different countries. It meant that each country had to have a monetary policy that kept the exchange rate within a fixed value of plus minus of 1% ng gold. So dito sinasabi na may kanya-kanya silang international currencies, no? But the US dollar ang mas powerful na pwedeng makapagpalit equal ng gold ba?
The background of Bretton Woods system. Did you know that 10 major countries in the world had suffered because of World War I? And it is the Great Depression of the people in 1930s and the World War II also. Why? Because of the fear of recurrences of lack of cooperation among the nation-state, political instability, and economic turmoil, especially on World War II. Reduction of barriers to trade and free the flow of money among nations became the focus to restrict the world economy and global financial stability.
There are three institutions of Bretton Woods system. One is the World Bank, two is the International Monetary Fund, and three, the Bretton Woods System Institution. 5 key elements of Bretton Woods system. The first element is the expression of the currency in terms of gold or gold value to establish a par value. For instance, a $35 pegged by the United States per ounce of gold is the same as 175 Nicaraguan Cordobas per ounce of gold. Therefore, the exchange rate of 5 Cordobas is $1. The second element, the official monetary authority in each country would agree to exchange its own currency for the other countries, plus or minus 1% margin. Third element, this is established for an overreserve for these exchange rates. Thus, the International Monetary Fund was founded. Fourth element, eliminating restriction on the currencies of member states in the international trade. The fifth key element, the US dollar became the global currency.
Today, we are going to discuss about the Keynesian economy or the more government and the Australian economy or the less government. Keynesians believe that the state should intervene whenever the economy isn't doing well. On the one hand, it can do so through fiscal policies such as government spending on the infrastructures. On the other hand, it can also intervene through monetary policies by reducing interest rates or even creating money.
Keynesianism believes markets aren't always efficient and that when the private sector stops spending due to fear, the state needs to intervene and fill that gap.
Austrian economics, on the other hand, revolves around the assumption that markets are very efficient and that government intervention does more harm than good.
Austrian economists believe when the private sector stops spending, it does so because the imbalances in the system need to be corrected. They don't necessarily consider a financial crisis that needs to be stopped through state intervention. Instead, we believe that a financial crisis is like a bitter medicine. It may not taste great, but it is good for you.
Dumako naman po tayo sa sistema ng neoliberalismo. Kapag sinabi natin na neoliberalismo, ito ay tumutukoy sa pagbibigay ng laya o sabihin na natin na higit na kalayaan hindi para sa mga mamayan o hindi para sa mga manggagawa, bagkus para sa mga malalaking kapitalista, partikular na sa mga dayuhang namumuhunan. Higit na kalayaan para sa kanila na maipasok yung kanilang mga produkto sa market ng isang bansa, partikular na sa mga mahihirap na bansa. Sa madaling salita, ang neoliberalismo ay pagbibigay ng higit na kalayaan at higit na kapangyarihan para sa mga monopolyong kapitalista para sila ay kumita at para sila ay makapagsamantala. Makapagsamantala dahil sa patakarang neoliberalismo, yung mga malalaking kapitalista ay mas madali sila makapag-hire ng mga manggagawa. Mas madali para sa kanila na tanggalin yung mga manggagawa at pagdating naman sa tinatawag na labor standards ay hindi na sila sumusunod. Kaya mas madali para sa kanila na pagsamantalahan yung mga manggagawa. Paano nga ba nag-umpisa ang neoliberalismo? Pagdating ng 1970s, tumindi ang kompetisyon sa pagitan ng mga kumpanya na nagmula sa mga peralistang bansa, katulad ng Amerika at Europe. Doon naramdaman ng mga malalaking kapitalista na lumiliit na yung kanilang tubo na nakukuha. Kaya nag-isip sila ng bagong paraan na magpapasigla sa kanilang negosyo at magbibigay sa kanila ng pagkakataon na mas malaki yung kanilang tubo na makuha. At ang naging solusyon nga nila is yung pagtulak sa kanilang gobyerno na magpatupad ng neoliberal. Kaya nag-isip yung mga dayuhang namumuhunan kung paano nila ipatutupad iyon sa mga mahihirap na bansa para mapagsamantala nila yung murang paggawa, yung mga hilaw na materyales at iba pa. So pinatupad nga nila yun sa mga mahihirap na bansa sa papaanong paraan. 'Di ba? Ang mga mahihirap na bansa ay umuutang sa World Bank. Para patuloy silang makautang sa World Bank, kailangan nilang sumunod sa mga kondisyon. At isa sa mga kondisyon na kailangan nilang sundin ay ang patakarang neoliberal.
Neoliberalism is a policy model that encompasses both politics and economics and seeks to transfer the control of economic factors from the public sector to the private sector. Many liberalism policies enhance the workings of free market capitalism, attempt to place limits on government spending, government regulation, and public ownership. The policies of neoliberalism supports fiscal authority, deregulation, free trade, privatization, and a reduction in government spending. Neoliberalism is often associated with the leadership of Margaret Thatcher, the Prime Minister of the UK from 1979 to 1990, Ronald Reagan, the 40th President of the US from 1981 to 1989. Neoliberalism has been associated with policies of austerity, attempts to cut government spending on social programs.
Neoliberalism is related to laissez-faire economics, a school of thought that prescribes a minimal amount of government interference into the economic issues of individuals and society. Laissez-faire economics proposes that continued economic growth will lead to technological innovation, expansion of free market, and limited state interference.
And now, let's distinguish neoliberalism from liberalism. Liberalism is based on the moral argument that ensuring the right of an individual person to life, liberty, and property is the highest goal of the government, while on the other side, neoliberalism is more narrowly focused as it is primarily concerned with the market and the policies measured that influence the economy.
A rhapsody for you and me, and every melody is timeless. Life was stringing me along, then you came and you cut me loose. Was solo singing on my own. Now I can't find the key without you, and now